Wanderlust King.
Welcome back, everyone, to Angels with Scaly Wings. Last time, we looked at a dead corpse. We investigated, found out how things happened, or so we expect how they happened. And we had pretty much a day alone with Adine. I'm all up for that. Cute little delivery dragon who likes doing aerial stunts? Sign me up. Today, Bryce came to my house and asked me to come help him with some more police work, and so here we are, walking through the park when Sebastian ran up on us, apparently wanting Bryce's attention. So, let's see what he's doing here. Don't tell me there's another dead person. Sorry, Chief. There is. Damn. Guess it's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, looks that way. Someone else can take care of that today, though. We've got other plans. You'll need to sign off on a few things at least. I know. We'll go to the crime scene, sign a few forms, and then we're out. When we arrived at the scene, I saw the poor victim next to one of the houses. The obligatory sheet that was draped over him provided a modicum of discretion, but did nothing to hide the crime that had occurred. Alright, give me the story. It's an interesting one, that's for sure. The wounds match those of the last victims, so a similar, if not identical, murder weapon is likely. The victim? Maintenance person for this area. And the electricity's out. The power goes out, the maintenance guy shows up and is killed before he can fix the problem. At least that's my theory. So the power for the whole block is still out. That is correct. We should get that fixed as soon as possible. We don't need civilians showing up around here complaining about sitting in the dark. Good point. Bryce's snout wrinkled with distaste as he glanced over Sebastian's shoulder. Damn, not again. What is it? What are you doing here, Maverick? A second victim, huh? This is an official investigation, so you better not cross that police line. Shunned by my own colleagues, this is ridiculous. You know how it is. Rules are rules, and without rules, murders like this one would be allowed to happen and go unpunished. Have your fun without me, then. What do you think he wanted here, Chief? That one's easy. To do his own investigation, just like he said he would. I shouldn't be surprised he showed up, but I guess we're lucky we arrived before he did. I agree. We better check out the power outage now. Of course! I think the door to the maintenance room is right over here. You got your flashlight, Seb? Always, Chief! You should go first, then. I don't have my stuff here. Besides, putting that on the head mount is such a hassle. I remember. You complain about that every time it comes up. There, that should do the trick. You just stay behind me, Furea, alright? Okay. Yeah, I hate stairs, especially those made for smaller dragons like you. Trust me, having it the other way around isn't too great either. I dislike all kinds of stairs. That's what I'm talking about. Everyone agrees stairs fucking suck. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, it don't fucking matter. Stairs are stairs, stairs suck. This kinda reminds me when we found that underground base or whatever it was. Remember, Chief? How could I not? It wasn't that long ago. Underground base? Yeah, the portal... Yeah, the portal wasn't the only piece of ancient technology we found. There was also this whole lab near it. Seemed to have some high-tech stuff in there. At least that place didn't have as many stairs. Wait, so you not only found the portal, but a whole facility along with it? Yes, but we're not sure how much the two are actually related. We spent all that time studying the portal and barely got anywhere with it. This stuff is just beyond what we know. Here we are! So what exactly are we looking for? Whatever's causing the power outage. If we don't find the cause, we should at least be able to get the backup running. Looks like the generator is gone. Mystery solved. The sound of creaking metal penetrated the stillness of the room. I looked above toward the source of the noise as it grew louder, and in the next instant I was pushed sideways and fell to the ground, just barely avoiding the giant light fixture that fell from the ceiling and shattered into countless pieces alongside me. Furea, are you alright? The next thing I saw was a hooded figure standing above me, barely visible against the darkness that permeated the room. The figure crouched down next to me, its mask hovering right in front of my face. Merely a whisper reached my ears when it spoke. Be careful, Furea. Then the figure dashed toward the stairs. Where are you going? That's not me. Don't move. He's going up the stairs. I'm on it. I didn't see that chair coming. Can't see a damn thing in here. Here, Chief! I hate these stupid stairs. You're blocking my way! Just go around me. There's no room! You're as wide as the stairs are! I can't help it! Damn it! We'll never catch him now. By the time we found our way back up, the mysterious figure was nowhere to be found. We've got a long search ahead of us, and with a head start like that, there might be no end to it. We have to take our chances as long as we still can. Except that chance is growing smaller and smaller while we wait for the team to arrive. What even happened down there? Right. Furea, tell us everything in as much detail as you can. There wasn't much to it. I heard a noise, looked up, the light fixture came down, and then someone pushed me. You mean Reza? I'm not so sure of that. You didn't see him? Whoever it was wearing a mask. It bloody well can't be someone else. So let's not kid ourselves here. Why would he wear that whole getup, though? He didn't want to be recognized. That's definitely a thing. As some sort of camouflage. I could see that for protection. Maybe. I'm gonna go with he didn't want to be known. That's a bad excuse when there are only 2 humans here. This whole thing doesn't make any sense. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Your earlier theory about what happened was pretty sound, Sebastian. Let's go with that, and then add a bit about the generator being stolen. So the question is, who has a motive for stealing a generator? Reza does, because if his mission's completed, he leaves. It could be anyone, though. Think about it. Generators, especially powerful ones, are worth a lot of money. Could be sold on the black market. Could be just stolen for personal use. There is so many other reasons why people could want to steal a generator. Or maybe they have a hit list of what they're doing, and this is just the start. There's so many different ways this could be. Could be anyone, really. Technically, yes, but it's unlikely that someone who lives here would resort to stealing a generator when they could easily buy or even just request one. It's not really the kind of thing that would get stolen around here. How about Reza? I can't deny the fact that your generators are pretty important to us, but resorting to murder? We all saw the human figure running away. Why would he have stayed here if he stole it? Why would he remain here if he was the one who stole it? The generator was already gone when we got here, and the person in question wasn't carrying it either. Perhaps this is a case where the criminal has returned to the crime scene. For this kind of crime, I'd say no, but who knows? Maybe our rules just don't apply anymore. What do you mean? No offense, but ever since you two humans arrived, there's been a lot of strange things going on. This place used to be a quiet town. Maybe this whole thing is just a huge misunderstanding. No, you're starting to sound like Maverick, dude. To be fair, we saw a human running away from the crime scene. Given what we know so far, there's only really one option. Maybe we should just focus on finding him and point fingers later. Agreed. The police team will definitely be here any minute now. You don't have to get involved with the search, but that doesn't mean you can't help us. What do you want me to do? We still have a list of places we were going to check out, remember? We can't go now. The search takes priority. Of course, we'll still check out those places later after we're done here. But if you go on your own, you can speed up the process. You could even find a lead for us, who knows? Sure thing. Great. Here's the list. Considering your status, you shouldn't have any trouble in these places, but if anything happens, call me and I'll check up on you later. Wait a minute, you mean I'm going all by myself? All of us are going to be busy with the search and we can't afford to spare someone right now, and you'll be fine. Aren't you worried I'll do something fishy? I mean, isn't that why Reza and I were assigned police escorts in the first place? That policy was mostly Maverick's fault, and he's out of the picture. With my authority as chief, I say you can go alone. I already know where you're going, and besides, I trust you. Even if you were in cahoots with Reza, you would have run off with him when you had the chance. Good point. Ah, I see the team approaching. Guess you should get going. Alright, see you later then. Good luck. Well, shit. Shit's going fucking down. It was a relief to leave the crime scene considering all that had happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I found something unexpected. What was that unexpected thing? We'll see after I save. It was a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did it get there? My earlier encounter with the masked person was the only time today someone was close enough to smuggle something into my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce tried to do something like that, I definitely would have noticed. As for Tatsu, the only really thing I could think of was Tatsu Park, which I had come across when I went to the police station the other day. Even if that park was the place the mysterious paper referred to, I don't know if it was actually a good idea to visit. The masked person may have saved me from the falling ceiling light fixture, but if it was Reza, it would mean following someone who is likely to also the prime suspect of 2 murders. I also had to consider a list of places Reza had been to. A local grocery store, the production facility we had visited, and the library were the 3 closest places to here. It certainly was going to be a busy day, and I knew I wouldn't have the time to visit all of them. Visit the library. Alright, Reza, what did you want here? Hey, it's Remy. I already told you it's not here! Who's he talking to? Adine? You won't help out, old friend? Friend? This is the first time you've spoken to me in years! And whose fault is that? For you, I don't even exist these last few years. At least I tried to reach out to you. No, you're just here because you want something! I'm right here, right now, and you still continue to act like that. She was my friend too, you know. I think you should leave. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for everything. It's a little late for apologies. Have it your way then. Adine stormed out so quickly that she didn't even notice me. I waited a few moments and wondered if it was a good time to talk to Remy. In the end, I decided my task was too pressing to come back at another time. I shuffled through the books and tried to look busy until he resumed his work so I could approach him. Hello, Furea. How can I help you? What did Adine want from you? Wait, you were here that whole time? Not the whole time, just long enough to know that something's up. It's nothing that concerns you. Come on, it does concern me. I know you and I know Adine. It's really nothing of great importance. Are you aware of a certain prehistoric underground building we recently discovered? I've heard of it. She wanted a blueprint of it, which was one of the things found inside the building during an investigation. Why would you have it? We're not just a library, you know, but a whole archive that stores all sorts of information and objects. In any case, a blueprint is the kind of thing that would be placed in our care eventually. So she thinks you have it. Even if we did, it wouldn't be something we could just give out to anyone. Of course. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Short, sweet, to the point, I guess. Has Reza been here? Reza, he visited quite often since he arrived. Actually, until a few days ago, that is. Do you know what he was reading? Not particularly. I thought he just wanted to learn about our world. Did you notice anything unusual about him when he was here? Can't say I did, though he did ask me for a map once. A map? Yes, I showed him a few, but none of them seemed to be what he was looking for. Did he talk to you about anything strange while he was here? Besides the maps, nothing else worth mentioning comes to mind, only the usual pleasantries. That's all. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. It's very important you go to the grocery store. I entered the store, the sound of a bell alerting the staff to my arrival, seeing the patrons browsing the shelves, neatly stocked with wares of all kinds, evoked some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy for me. This must be the store Reza's been shopping at. Who's he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before. Oh! I'm sorry, but this prescription has expired. I can't fill it like this. You'll need to tell your parents to visit the doctor so he can write you a new one. She turned around, nearly running into me when she suddenly bolted toward the door. Hello, Furea. How can I help you? You know who I am? How could I not? Everyone knows about you. Anyway, how can I help you? Who was that? You mean that girl? That's Vara. She comes here occasionally to pick up her mother's prescription. Do you remember Reza coming here? Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here. This will sound a little unusual, but can you tell me what he bought? Are you just talking about the last time or every time he came here? Both, I suppose. He came here more than once. He's been visiting pretty regularly now that I think about it. Interesting. I can look up his purchases if you like. That would be really helpful. Shouldn't be too hard, just give me a second. I watched him carefully navigate the store's registered buttons, soon followed by the sound of an attached printer. Here you go, receipts from all of his purchases. Well, that was easy. Since our government takes care of all of his purchases, they're filed separately. It was simple to pull them up. Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks, sometimes magazines, but why was he buying lemons every single time? Can't say that I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks. You're welcome. Interesting. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian. Not sure how my findings will help, but at least I have something. Look who we have here. Ah, god damn it, Maverick. Fuck off. I turned around to see Maverick. His intense gaze confirmed that there was no one else his words could have been directed at. Even with civilians passing by in the background, I suddenly felt alone. What do you want from me? Answers. Okay, start talking. Just tell me one thing. Why? What is your goal in all this? Why even come here? You know why. We came as ambassadors from the humanity and to oversee the trade we agreed on. No, that won't do. Simply not true. You know it, I know it. I just don't get why you can't be honest with me, even though you know no one else is listening. I know I can't touch you. If I did, it would be all over for me, at least as long as I don't have any proof. In the end, what difference does it make now? No one is going to believe me anyway. Do you wish to kill me too, like Reza? I would never do such a thing. Is that so? Tell me why would an ambassador need such a dangerous tool in the first place? I know you claim to not have one of these things Reza injured me with, and yet you didn't have any when they searched you, but I guess it's way too late for safety precautions at this point. You could have hidden one anywhere. That damn hurt, you know. But even worse than that was getting thrown aside by Bryce. I trusted him, and after what happened, he doesn't trust me anymore. Now there's only you, the mythical, the special, the new. How much I wish I could make him see what I see. I could have saved the world with what I did that day, and it still wouldn't matter when no one believes me, just because I don't have any proof. But I won't stop until I find some. And when I do, I'm gonna be a damn hero. And with that, he was gone. On the way back to the police station, Maverick's words kept finding their way into my mind. I couldn't decide how to feel about them. I wasn't even sure if it was worth mentioning to the police, since all he did was make vague accusations. It wasn't anything substantial enough to be considered a threat. However, his actions were growing more calculated, and he seemed very sure of himself. I wondered what this could amount to, but that wasn't the problem at hand. Hey, Furea! Hey, Sebastian, I thought I'd meet you at the front desk. What are we doing in Bryce's office? He does have a nice office, doesn't he? And the chairs are comfy. Is that the only reason why we're in here? The dragon gave a brief chuckle. Let's just say any information pertaining to this case is important enough to warrant some privacy. I see. Will Bryce be in here anytime soon? I don't think so. He's still outside looking for Reza. He's not the kind of person who gives up easily. That sounds like him. That's Bryce for you. Once he gets his mind on something, he sees it through to the end. That's why he's our chief. He gets things done. At this rate, it doesn't look like we'll find him today. He could be anywhere, long gone, beyond our reach. What do you think? I don't think he's going anywhere. He can't flee to another place. No matter where he goes, he'd be recognized immediately. In the end, his only way out is but the same way he got in, the portal. And he can't use that without someone noticing. Very astute observation. I wonder what will happen to our trade agreement now, considering Reza is still missing, the murders, and the stolen generator. If Reza really is the murderer, then... Don't do that! What? Worry. You don't know what's at stake here. People are dead, Furea. Do you think I don't know that? Reza may be our prime suspect, but he's also a missing person. For all we know, he could be a victim. Maybe someone is making him do this. My point is, we don't know the facts yet. What we need to do is find him and find the murderer. We'll find Reza and go from there. We'll figure it out. Thanks, Sebastian. Anyway, you said you had some information for us, so what did you find? The receipts you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or they could just be a useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person, their habits, or their plans this way. Mapped in the library. I don't know what to think about that. He could have needed a map to plan something, I suppose, but who knows what he really wanted to do with it. It's the kind of detail that on its own might not tell us much, but could be crucial later on. Well done, Furea. That gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation. You did well on the second... You did well on the second investigation! In any case, thanks for your help. We really do appreciate it. You're welcome. That should be all, then. Since Bryce still hasn't come back, I assume the search is still going on, and I better get out there and help him. Guess it's going to be a long day. Can you find your way back to your apartment? Of course. I ain't that easy to get lost. Alright, I'll see you later. Good luck, Sebastian. You're gonna need it, buddy. Finally, some free time. Whatever am I gonna do? Looks like there are some messages on the answering machine. Let's see. Please leave a message after the beep. Gotcha! You thought that was your answering machine, but it's me, Adine. I know we talked about me coming over again, but I thought, why not mix it up and you come to me instead? I mean, it's not like I can use your excuse and pretend to order something from you. After all, you don't even have anything to sell or deliver, unless... Well, I don't think you're that kind of person. Oh, I do hope this is the right number, or someone is going to be very confused. Well, she did get the right number, and I'm still confused. We can't leave a girl who called and wanted my presence. We cannot just abandon that, okay? Next time, we're gonna go meet with Adine and see what's going on. See you guys then.